Good evening, family. I want to do a meditation with you called a body scan. Today was a pretty rough day. I mean, it was beautiful until we all found out about the young lady who lost her life from the FBI or the ICE agent. So, like I said, I had a really good, productive day, but I like to end my day with a meditation. And I want to do this mind body meditation with you, where we where we will scan our bodies, right? We will notice any sensations. You can do it laying down, in which I'm sure most of us are laying down right now. That's why this is a pretty good time to do it. Or if you are awake and you're sitting up, you can sit up and do it and close your eyes. Like I said, it was a pretty beautiful day until we heard about the murder of Renee, which was very, very, very hurtful and painful, because I know a lot of people probably feel they have no power, that it's nothing that they can do. And the reality is we can. We've marched, and maybe we need to keep marching. But the real power comes in prayer, of course. And the power in our prayer comes from us being connected to our prayer, right? And it is that prayer, the unity, that will help, right, defeat these very, very evil, greedy people right now who do not care about taking a human life in order to achieve their agendas, which is very, very sad. So I can imagine across this country and across the world, a lot of people, including myself, I'm so grateful for these practices, but a lot of people may feel helpless. But I'm going to share with you tonight that you're not. You have power given to you by the Creator, and it's within ourselves, right? We have to go deep within to make the changes that we want to see. And once we make those inner changes, the outside world will have no choice but to conform based upon how we organize our inner self. So I just want to take a few minutes, not like last time. This is not going to be an hour meditation, because I want to lay down myself, but I don't want any of us to lay down. When I say hurtful, I want us to lay down feeling more powerful. So I said, let me do this body scan. And like I said, it helps you with stress, but it also helps you connect yourself back to yourself and take you within yourself, right? It helps strengthen your focus as well. And before we go into it, I want to also share that once we increase our focus, strengthen our focus, we will know that God is here, that He sees what's going on. Because you can see the beauty, the power of God in the organization within his creation. God is not the issue. We are just disconnected from the tools in which he has given us to be able to make a difference in this world. So we can talk a little bit about it later, but tonight I just want to share no more than 10 minutes this meditation with you. So if you can grab yourself a seat or lay down and relax, and I want you to follow my direction. And for 5 seconds, I'm going to tell you to focus on a different part of your body. And I want you to focus on those portions of your body for 5 seconds. We're not going to do the whole body. I'm looking at my clock here so that I can stay within my 10 minutes. But I want us to focus on these different body parts for 5 seconds. And if you want to do more, you can always come check me out at the Motivational Museum, and we can dive a little deeper into it. But I wanted to give you guys some ease tonight, and I wanted to teach you something. And you can do this with your friends, your siblings. You can do it with your husband, your wife. So what I'm going to share with you, it will be very beneficial for your life. So for 5 seconds, I'm going to tell you to focus on a different part of your body, and you'll focus on that part. And with your eyes closed, you don't have to look at the camera at all. Just get relaxed, right? You may have read it in my book, Meditate to Elevate. So I'm going to do it with you, okay? Even if you jump in later, you can just jump in. Just make sure you're relaxed, right? So lay down, close your eyes, and just listen. Lay the pillow by your phone if you have to, and turn the volume up, and we will begin. So, before we start, let's take 3 deep breaths through our nose and out our nose. We're going to inhale and exhale. At the count of 3, 1, 2, and 3. And when you inhale and exhale, I want you to breathe through your nose, expand your stomach. And when you exhale, I want you to release all the oxygen out of your body, all the way deep down in your feet. So come on, let's do 2 more together. Now for 5 seconds, I want you to turn your attention to your nose. I want you to feel the sensation of your nose on your body. Now let me add, for these 5 seconds, when your mind begins to wander, I want you to bring the attention back to your nose for 5 seconds. Go. I know I felt kind of strange, okay? For the next 5 seconds, I want you to turn your attention to your right ear. I want you to feel the sensation of your ear on the side of your face. And remember, when your mind starts to wander, bring your attention back to your ear for 5 seconds. Let's go. Very good, very good. For 5 seconds, I want you to feel the sensation of your right hand holding on to your wrist. So for 5 seconds, feel your right hand. For 5 seconds, feel that sensation of it on your arm. Now let's do the left hand. I want you to feel for 5 seconds the sensation of your hand on your wrist or your left arm. For 5 seconds. When your mind begins to wander, bring it back to that sensation. Let's go. That's very good. Now, I don't want to cause anyone any pain, but I want to turn your attention to your right knee. And I hope everyone's knee feel good, but I want you to turn your attention to your knee for the next 5 seconds, your right knee. Let's go. Very, very good. Now again, you don't have to look at the phone. Actually, I want you to close your eyes right now. So for the next 5 seconds, I want you to feel the sensation of your tongue inside of your mouth for 5 seconds. Awesome, awesome. Okay, for the next 5 seconds, I want you to feel your neck up top of your shoulders. So feel the sensation of your neck between your head and your shoulders for 5 seconds. And remember, when your mind begins to wander, bring it back to the sensation. Let's proceed. Good job. Now make sure you're still breathing. Make sure your breaths are inhaling and exhaling smooth. Make sure there's no tension in your stomach and no tension in your body. Let us proceed. For 5 seconds, I want you to feel the sensation of your right eye for 5 seconds. That is very, very good. Now, for 5 seconds, I want you to feel the sensation of your lips on your face. For 5 seconds, feel the weight, feel the sensation of your lips. 5 seconds. Very, very good. Okay, so for the next 5 seconds, I want you to feel the sensation of your back. Now, I know some people out there have some back pains, but I want you to just focus on the sensation of your back for 5 seconds. Very, very, very good. Now, for 5 seconds, I want you to focus on the sensation of your right ankle. For 5 seconds, feel the sensation of your right ankle. Very, very good. Okay, we have 2 more. For the next 5 seconds, I want you to feel the sensation of your left pointing finger on your hand. Now, when your mind starts to wander, bring it back to your left pointing finger. You're doing an awesome job. Okay, for the last one for tonight, I want you to, for 5 seconds, I want you to feel the sensation of your forehead for 5 seconds. Okay, you guys did an awesome job. Again, you can practice this with your children, your wife. I would advise you, or your husband, or your family, your mom, I advise you to do it for at least 10, 15 minutes. And if you do it every day, and sometimes you may want to start at the top of your head and do everybody parts to your feet, or you can go from your feet to your head, or you can go however you want. Go through that together, and make sure your body is relaxed and make sure you're breathing right. And do that every day. It will help relieve stress. It's a mindfulness meditation, right? It will help improve your focus. So I had some Muslims contact me, so strange, to say, isn't prayer enough, right? All of this is blessings from God. All of this is knowledge that God has given mankind. You don't just pray. You have to do things to increase or improve, shall I say, your prayer, right? That's why a lot of Muslims, although this meditation is for anybody, this is not just Muslims. I'm not just talking to Muslims, but of course, my own people are the ones that contacted me. This is to help strengthen your mind. You continue to do this, this can actually be seen on a brain scan, like on an fMRI. You can see the improvements, right? So this is not this is something to help improve your focus in your prayer, your focus in your life, right? So do it with your family members. And I wish everyone the best. Let's continue to work on our insides. Much love to Renee's family and the people of that town. And I think it was just a few blocks away from where another major murder happened with Floyd. So that town is really suffering right now. And we all are, because as we watch these things, you wonder, can this be us one day? Can it be one of our loved ones? And the reality is it is one of our loved ones, because we all came from one Adam. We're all one. The government tries their best to, and they do a good job at it, to keep us separated. So let's do these meditations and continue our prayers and continue to unify and practice all the self-development that we can. And I hope that you all have an amazing night, and I'm looking forward to sharing some more with you tomorrow. God bless. Peace. Assalamu alaikum.